My name is Prem Menghwar. I am a postdoc at Institute of Business and Society at Darden School of Business. My research focuses on why do firms exist and crisis management. But today I will be talking about the crises that are created by us and society pays the huge price of it. So let's start. We all do research that has enhanced our understanding of the world, but Americans' trust over science has declined in the past years because last year, 10,000 papers got retracted from the top scientific journals. Last Tuesday, Wall Street Journal reported that Wiley is taking out 19 journals. Most analysts believe this figure is just a tiny portion of the pseudoscience. So let's try to understand what pseudoscience. Pseudoscience is a practice through which academics claims that their findings are novel or factual, but they are not. It is practiced when research findings lack scientific evidence. Second, when scholars use new words, new labels, but actually there are nothing new in it. It's buzzword, which leads to the new words, but no new knowledge, which is the fundamental purpose of the science. So during my PhD and postdoc, I read thousands of papers for fun while doing literature review. I found out that most of those papers haven't had anything new, or they were based on the false data. So you might be wondering, no, it's not a problem. Some people do good research, some people do bad research. But I will give you two examples to tell you how big crisis it is. This paper got published in the top medicine journal, The Lancet, about the hydroxychloroquine impact on COVID-19. Paper was retracted after 2 weeks, but all the policies, or let's say most of the policies during COVID-19 crisis were based on that paper. So just imagine how many lives we lost just because of one paper. Authors, after a month, just tendered an apology that we were not careful. That is the state and crisis we are in. Second, you might know the recent case of Francesca Gino. She is well known for her research on dishonesty. Recently, we figured out that her research was based on dishonest data. For 20 years, we claimed her to be a very well-known scholar. So just imagine, 20 years of research in the field of psychology was done on papers which was not true. How much money, time, and energy we wasted? Just imagine. So that's the crisis we are in. So is there any way to figure out and fix this crisis? I am proposing a 3C framework which could resolve this problem. First C is the careful reading. Most of the problems exist because people don't read. We also don't read. We are trained to read a paper in a way that could conclude in 5 minutes, abstracts, conclusion, done. I discourage you to do that. Sometimes you can do, but I encourage you to read the paper carefully. These papers got retracted because somebody after 20 years read them. Francesca Gino paper got read by somebody after 20 years. 95% of our papers are not read completely. That's the practice we are doing and killing our science. So careful reading, first task. Also for the audience, when you come across a headline in newspaper like this, that magic mushrooms can kill depression, please go back and read that paper, at least the limitation section. So mushroom price won't go high and you won't have a problem in finding mushrooms as well. Okay? Second C, cover nonlinear and chaotic process. We all know that when we do research, research is not a smooth process. We do experiments that fail. We collect data that doesn't work. It's a nonlinear process, but we only report what went well. That's bad. We start reporting things that didn't go well so people can understand the limitations as well as how complicated the process was. That's the second C. Please do explain what didn't go well in your research. And I also encourage journal editors to ask for these things because these are more important than what went well. Third C, clarify the assumptions. We have a lot of new buzzwords, sustainability, ESG, stakeholder theory, new stakeholder theory, and all those. All are based on old assumptions. I encourage you, if you are proposing a new theory, please also clarify the new assumptions and as well as what happens if those assumptions are not met, okay? Instead of calling it new. I give you a funny example. If you go out to your office and wear a new shirt, you don't say that I have a new shirt. You know, people recognize that and tell you, you got a nice new shirt. It same applies to us. Whenever we publish a paper, we don't have to call it new theory. It's people who should decide whether it's new or not. Our job is to do the credible research. So please stop calling it new, but do the research that is, clarify the assumptions. And last, I want to end on a positive hope that every saint has a past. We did some bad things, but every sinner has a future, so we can do good research. Thank you very much.